today we are going to discuss electrical potential due to electric dipole, right? But let me revise what we discussed before. I want to find out the electrical potential at a single point. Electric potential at a single point due to many charges around it. Right? Let there are three charges, right? Q1, Q2, and Q3. Okay. So let this distance is R1, R2, and R3 from Q1 to P, Q2 to P, and Q3 to P respectively. Now, potential at a point P due to Q1 is Q1 upon R1 by definition, and therefore Q2 and Q3 are Q2 upon R2 and Q3 upon R3 respectively. So these are the three individual potential we have to find out first, and then to find the total potential at this site, we have to take an addition of all these three potential in this manner: V1 plus V2 plus V3. You get my point, right? Okay. Now, which case we have? I have one dipole, right? This is the dipole, and we know dipole is a system of how many charges? Two. But which type of charges we must have? Equal and opposite. Equal in the sense of magnitude and opposite in the sense of polarity, right? Okay. Let here positive charge plus Q and negative charge minus Q makes a dipole which having distance 2a or separation 2a, right? I fix plus Q at a point A and minus Q at a point B. Got it? So distance between A and B is what? 2a. Okay. Since you know electrical dipole moment is always in which direction? From negative to positive, right? So electric dipole moment is from negative charge to positive charge. So it is indicated over here, P, right? Okay. I want to find out electric potential in its vicinity. You get my point? Let me choose one point, say P. Here. This is the point P at where I want to find out electrical potential due to the combined effect of the dipole or combined effect of the plus Q and minus Q. Do you get my point? Okay. So what we need to have first, by definition, when you find potential at a single point, what you need to have? Potential due to both the charges individually, and then take an addition, right? Okay. First, let this R1 is the distance of a Q1 from point P, and R2 is the distance of Q2 minus Q from point P. Got it? Again, R1 is the distance of plus Q from point P, and R2 is the distance of minus Q from point P. Got it? This point O is the midpoint, exact midpoint of the dipole. This point O, right? And this point P is lying at exact R distance from the O. So now I have three distances. From plus Q, it is R1. From minus Q, it is R2. And from midpoint of the dipole, P is lying at R distance. Got it? Okay. This P is not closer to the dipole. We consider this P is at a larger distance. Again, this point P is at a larger distance. You getting my point? That means this distance is much greater than the length of the dipole. You get my point? Fix this thing in your mind first to understand this concept, right? Okay. Now, which distance is greater by geometry? See, which distance is greater, R2 or R1? It is R2, right? Okay. So R2 is greater than R1. I want to make these two distances same. So how much length I have to cut from the R2 is just draw a perpendicular bisector on the line of BP from A, just like this, right? Draw a line in this manner, right? So this point is M. When you remove this distance dm, okay? When you remove this distance dm, the remaining length of R2 is now similar to the R1. See, you get the point? When you remove this length, the R2 length of the R2 is becomes R1. You get it? That means this is the difference between these two lengths. This is the difference between the two lengths R1 and R2. That is why we call it as R2 minus R1. This is what? R2 minus R1. Got it? Okay. Let the distance of the P from the midpoint O is max and angle theta with the dipole, or dipole is max angle theta with the point P. You get my point? Theta. If this point P is too far from the dipole at a large distance, can we consider these three lines are parallel to each other? Yes. These three lines can be parallel to each other at a larger distance. For example, this is the point P, point of interest, and here there are two lines I draw. Right? This point are not at a large distance, hence we cannot say these two lines are parallel to each other. But if you take the same separation, for example 3 centimeter, this is a separation of a 3 centimeter. If you take this point P at a large distance, for example 1 kilometer away, you get it right? Then these two lines can be parallel. You get my point? Because in compared to the length of 1 kilometer, the separation is not more. We can neglect it. You get my point? That means for the larger distance, we consider these three lines AP, OP, and BP parallel to each other. Got it? We use this fact to solve this concept. You get my point? Okay. Now we can solve such a theory by many methods, right? But we use easy and simplest among them, right? So how we go? First, potential. This is the theory I mentioned here for the notebook. So by definition, electric potential at a P is, we know, total potential at a P is potential due to plus Q and potential due to minus Q. I mentioned those potentials as V plus stands for potential due to plus Q and V minus stands for potential due to minus Q. Okay. Now potential due to plus Q at a point P. What is the distance? R1. Which is charge you use? Plus Q. So potential V plus is equal to KQ upon distance. Potential is equal to what? KQ upon distance. We use charge and the distance only. Similarly, potential due to minus Q at a point P at a distance R2 is K charge. Which charge we use? Minus Q. Right? So that is minus Q upon R2. Again, potential due to minus Q at a point P is KQ upon the distance R2. Right? Now simplify. Minus here, take minus outside, so it is negative. Now what is constant? What is common here? K and Q. Right? What remains left? You have in the bracket KQ in a bracket 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2. Why negative sign over here? Because of the negative charge we use. Right? Okay. Now again simplify this. Take a LCM. Right? Take a cross multiplication R2 minus R1. R2 minus R1. Right? Then in a denominator there is a multiplication. Simple LCM. R1 into R2. Right? Say this equation number 1. Our potential at a P due to this dipole is KQ R2 minus R1 upon R1 into R2. Now I want to solve the things which are in the bracket. R2 minus R1 and R1 into R2. Right? Okay. Now by taking which effect we solve this example, we solve this theory that this point P is at a large distance from the dipole. Got it? Okay. So सूत्र से large distance पर हुए तो as we mentioned, as we discussed, AP, OP and BP, these three lines can be parallel when this P is at a large distance. These three lines are parallel. If these three lines are parallel, can we say R1 is nearly equal to R and is nearly equal to R2? That means ત્રણેયની length કેવી થઈ જશે? Circle. ક્યારે? When you bring this point at a large distance, which we consider in this theory. Do you remember? ત્રણ lines એમ થશે. ત્રણેયની length સરખી થશે. Got it? Okay. So R1 is nearly equal to R is nearly equal to R2. Okay? Okay. Now back to the geometry again. See, When you draw this perpendicular bisector, it makes a 90 degree at a line, right? So this point is M. Now I have this triangle AMB, in which at the point M there is a 90 degree, right? So it's a 90 degree triangle. If these three lines are parallel, જે આપણે હમણાં કન્સિડરેશનમાં લીધું કે ભાઈ ત્રણ લાઈન પેરેલલમાં હોય તો ડિરેક્શન તો ત્રણેયની સેમ જ હોવાની, right? If this is, then let this line makes angle theta with the dipole, right? Let this line makes angle theta with the dipole. Again, આ લાઈન પણ આના પેરેલલ છે, તો આનો એંગલ પણ સેમ જ હોવાનો ખ્યાલ આવે છે. ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ કોઈ પણ લાઈન હોય, ત્રણ પેરેલલ લાઈન છે, સો જે એંગલ બનાવશે આ બધા એંગલ કેવા હશે? સેમ હશે. That is why if this middle line makes angle theta with the dipole moment, then the lower line has to make an angle or must have an angle theta with the dipole moment P. Do you get the point? Okay. Now this is the 90 degree triangle in which here we have theta. So cos theta is equal to what? Adjacent upon hypotenuse. So adjacent is what? Vm upon hypotenuse is the entire dipole which having length what? 2a, right? So again cos theta, here is your theta. Cos theta is equal to adjacent Vm upon AB. Got it? Okay. See, cos theta is equal to Vm upon AB. Now what is Vm? પહેલા જ આપણે સોલ્વ કર્યું. Vm શું છે? It's a difference between the two length, right? And we indicate by R2 minus R1. So Vm is R2 minus R1 here. And what is AB? AB is equal to 2a. It's a length of a dipole. So AB is a 2a. Make a subject of Vm. R2 minus R1 ની વેલ્યુ હવે અહીં મૂકું છું. Vm is equal to 2a cos theta. So what is Vm again? R2 minus R1 is equal to 2a cos theta. So this equation is 3 and this relation is 7. Right? Use 2 and 3 in equation 1. Right? So R2 minus R1 is equal to 2a cos theta, 2a cos theta. Upon R1 multi R2, that means two distance multiply R1 multi R2. Since we know all these three lines are parallel to each other, length of all three lines are equal, so R1 is near equal to R2 and is near equal to R2. Are you getting my point? Right? So R1 multi R2, બંનેને R ની જગ્યાએ લખો તમે, so it is R multi R simply, so it is R square. Got it? Okay. So arrange this thing in a such a way that we form 2aq kind of structure. So take a q there, it's a 2aq, and we know 2aq is dipole moment, right? Indicated as P. So k into P into cos theta upon R square. This is the total potential at a point B, which is at a large distance from the dipole. You get it, right? Okay. Again, Vp is equal to Kp cos theta upon R square. K is constant, we know. P is dipole moment of the dipole we choose. Theta is the angle between the distance R and the dipole moment. You get the point? This is the distance and this is the dipole moment in this grid. So this is the angle. You get the point, right? Okay. So now how we go? I want to show this form in a vector. So if r cap is the unit vector in the direction of electrical potential, then if we indicate it as r cap, then how we write P cos theta? P cos theta is equal to P vector P dot r cap. We go in opposite way. If there is a dot product between two quantities, to remove this dot product we have to bring cos theta, right? So go opposite way, remove this dot product, very good, there is a cos theta. Got it? But this is occurs between two vector like this. If we have vector A dot vector B, then what we doing? A B cos theta. when you remove this dot product, A and B no longer remains the vector. We have to use its magnitudes. So magnitude of A, magnitude of B into cos theta, whereas theta is angle between vector B and vector A. So what happened here? P dot r cap is equal to समझो શું થશે અહીંયા P. This is the magnitude, right? R cap no magnitude કેટલો હોય? Always 1. This is one unit vector, and that is why we call it as unit vector, right? So into 1, remove this dot, bring the cos theta there. So this is P into 1 cos theta. Hence we simply write it as P cos theta, right? That cos theta is the angle between P and R. P is the dipole moment of the dipole and R is the distance. Got it? So use this fact here. This relation can be also written as Vp is equal to Kp upon R square dot R. This R cap shows the direction of potential. You getting my point? Right? Okay. Now, based on this Kp cos theta upon R square, we have 2 to 3 cases we're going to discuss this, right? Okay. So there is 2 cases we're going to discuss about potential at any point due to dipole, right? What was final relation of the potential at a point P due to dipole is Kp cos theta upon R square. You getting my point? The value of V is depends on K, dipole point P, and inversely proportional to the distance, square of the distance. But polarity, whether it is positive or negative, is decided by this angle. You getting my point? Okay. This angle is between what? Angle is between dipole moment and the distance of the point P from the mid. You getting my point? આપણે પહેલેથી વાત કરેલી છે. Okay, ચલો. First, potential on the axis. Right? What is axis first? A line joining the two charges or line passing through the two charges is called axis. Right? Choose any point on the axis. Any point on the axis on either side from the midpoint. First, we choose a point on the axis at here. For example, if this is our P point, P here. Positive charge, with the positive charge was our point P considered the right? So dipole moment is in this direction. Again, distance or direction of the P is also in same direction. So theta will be 0. Both are parallel. Theta is 0. So here Vp is equal to Kp cos 0 by R square. Cos 0 into K 1 Kp upon R square. This potential is positive. Now let we choose our point on opposite side. Say here. Let our point is being here P. Getting the point, right? Which is in the side of negative charge from midpoint. Negative charge is એ બાજુ આપણે point consider. It doesn't matter કે અહીંયા જ લેવાનું છે. તમે કોઈ પણ જગ્યાએ લઈ શકો છો. You get it? This is not mandatory. Okay. Now see again dipole moment is in this direction, but the distance of this point P is now reverse. Dipole moment is in upwards, and the distance of the point P from the mid is downwards. So both are anti-parallel, opposite. So angle made by them. Angle કેટલો થશે? Pi. Theta is equal to 180. So now potential at this point is Kp cos pi by R square cos pi. It's negative, -1. So minus Kp by R square. See the value of potential at both this point are same. Kp upon R square, Kp upon R square. But upper one is positive and the lower one is negative. Right? So we write combinedly potential on the axis at any point on the axis in the side of positive charge from the mid or in the side of negative charge from the mid, right? Is either positive Kp upon R square or negative Kp upon R square. Positive if your point is in the side of positive charge, is in the side of positive charge, and negative potential if your point is in the side of negative charge. Got it? So સો ઉપર બાજુ તમે કોઈ પણ પોઈન્ટ લઈ લેશો તો પોઝિટિવ પોટેન્શિયલ આવશે મિડ પોઈન્ટ થી નીચેની બાજુ કોઈ પણ પોઈન્ટ તમે કોઈ પણ ડિસ્ટન્સ પર લઈ લેશો your potential will be negative. Got it? Okay. Now potential on the equator. Equator we define a line or a bisector drawn through the midpoint of the dipole, right? Like this equator. कोई पण point ले लो, for example this is our point P, right? So distance of this point in this direction, the distance in this direction, but the dipole moment is still in this direction. So both making an angle how much? Theta is equal to 90, right? When theta is equal to 90, your potential at the point P is equal to Kp cos pi by 2 upon r square. Cos pi by 2 means 0. Cos pi by 2 0. So your potential becomes 0. That means at any point on the equator, potential is 0. Potential is equal to 0 on equator. Again, if you are on axis, if your point is on axis and in the side of positive, then potential is positive. Now you increasing angle, like it's perpendicular 90 degree, then potential becomes 0. એનો મતલબ potential positive થી 0 તરફ સમજો. This is the range of potential. In which quarter or in which area, in this area, આખા એરિયામાં potential positive રહેશે, greater than 0 and less than the potential on the axis. So it is positive. અહીંયા exact 0 થશે. Again you further increase your angle, then it is less than 0. Less than 0 means negative, right? But negativity is increasing as you approaching towards the negative side. Meaning if you are exactly on the axis, on the side of negative charge, then the potential is negative. You getting my point, right? So આખા region માં potential negative હશે, yeah, below the equator, but on the side of negative. And here in this region, the potential become positive. Got it? Right? Exactly midpoint पर कोई पण point ले लेशो, which we call it as equator, your potential is 0. We call it as V equatorial, or potential on the equator is equal to 0. Right? How can that? Because the third point, the potential at any point is depends on the angle between distance of the point you choose and the dipole moment. Are you getting my point? It depends on angle between these two, r and dipole moment p. Okay?